All right, so with a lot of this stuff, it's pursuing our goals, it's pursuing our passions. And when we do that, we hit this very, very common theme. And this theme is fear. We're gonna hit that thing and it either makes us go down or go up. Whenever we fear, and most people go down because they're afraid of so many things. They're afraid of failure, they're afraid of greatness. Because with greatness comes more responsibility. They're afraid of trying their hardest and just wasting their time. But that fear should be exciting for you. And that fear is only going to help you out if you can solve it at this stage in your life. But I must tell you this, and this isn't probably too good for most of you guys, but it might be good for when you're an adult and you have a kid. That fear starts way back here. Way back here. I am a horrible drawer, but way back here with this thing. And this thing is a slide. And it's not just any slide. This slide is the slide that you were on when you were 3 years old. And that slide, you were too afraid to go down. And if you're too afraid to go down this slide, I got something to tell you. When you turn 5 years old, the saddest part about this, the worst part about this is when you turn 5, you're not going to be afraid of that slide anymore. And you're going to be able to slide down that slide easily. But that does nothing for you because now you're too afraid to go to kindergarten. Now you're too afraid to leave your mom and go to school. So now that is your new slide. That is your new fear. You've already conquered that one, but it's too late. You conquered it at the wrong time. And by the time that you turn 7, you're not afraid to go to school anymore, but you're afraid of something else. And that's going to follow you throughout your entire life. When you're 14, to when you're 18, to when you're 21, to when you're 35. And when you're right here and you're trying to go off to college, you're going to quit college. You're not going to be ready for college until you're 20 because you have a 2-year waiting period to where you're no longer scared. And you don't know how to push past your fear because you didn't solve it at any of these times. You didn't solve it when it was down for the slide. You didn't solve it when it was time to go to kindergarten. You didn't solve it when it was time to go to first grade. You didn't solve it when it was time to take that girl out on a date. You didn't solve it. So now you have to solve it right here, and it's going to be harder and harder and harder. And the stakes get bigger. And when you're here, or maybe even here, and you have that job interview, you didn't solve it. So now you're going to do this extremely badly. Maybe when you have to live on your own, you won't be able to do it. So what I say is this, whatever issue that you're going through right now, they're all the slide. It's just your slide for your year. And it's just a slide. Just go for it. Now, sure, you can fall down, hurt yourself, but it's just a slide. And no matter how much you think it's going to hurt, the stakes will only get bigger because now you can't feed your family. But you're not there yet. Rewind. You're only right here, and it's just a basketball game. All it is trying your hardest, going out there, playing against some team that's going to beat you by 70. It's just a slide. Go down the slide, try your hardest, and this guy right here, this version of you, this version, they're all going to thank you. Slide down the slide.